doesn't matter. The global rulers of this planet are predatory predators who enjoy dehumanizing and murdering and enslaving us, and they tell us that they're the elite. They developed the plan of eugenics out of social Darwinism and social Darwinism, saying they were doing the planet a favor in murdering and killing and dumbing down populations. They are the most aberristic, inbred psychopaths who have a sheer pleasure in destroying society. They claim, this is their great secret, that they are building this world government in the name of peace, to stop nuclear war, to stop genetic engineering out of control. But on every front, they are greedily, like the demons they are, pressing the lever forward, slamming their foot down on the accelerator, driving us straight towards extinction. They are lovers of death. And like a moth to flame, they can't keep away from it. Like a moth to flame, they build their Hadron superconducting supercollider. And they make jokes on television about, yeah, there's a chance we're going to make a black hole. There's a chance we're going to cause an explosion 1 trillion times greater than the biggest H-bomb. But we're going to do it because we are the supposed God-men, they say. Meanwhile, they say that countries have to be invaded and millions have to be killed over 110-year-old technology of atomic weapons that they themselves handed out to the children of the world. Just like in the old westerns where they throw the gun before the child and say, pick it up, kid, after the bad guy's already shot his daddy, and the little kid picks up the gun and they shoot him down in the dust, in the dirt. They use the technologies that have been developed as a pretext to menace this planet. They use the technologies they've developed as an excuse to take over our society. But at the base of everything they say, it is a lie. They are obsessed with death and destruction. And the human individual has to realize that we have no future if these people are not exposed and then ultimately defeated. It is the ultimate greed, the ultimate avarice that the controllers understand what this species and this planet truly represents. The embryonic phase of our species, and that they would seek with chemicals and biologicals and radiologicals and television and media conditioning to dumb people down and to turn us against each other so that they can more easily manage our society. They have committed fundamental crimes, not just against races or groups, but against the human community itself. You look at all the different medical reports, all the mainline statistics, the male sperm count in Western Europe, the United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, the Anglo-American arm of this system, and sperm counts are down by over 85%. Infertility and cancers amongst women are over 2,000% on average increases. They are killing us in our homes. They are killing us in our cities and our towns quietly, slowly. They are doing this. They have confused us and compartmentalized us to the point we don't realize it. Just search the term human DNA irrevocably damaged. They've already gone in with the mercury-filled shots and the sodium fluoride in the water and the GMO foods in all the major studies and have already damaged the genetic code of this species to an incredibly dangerous level in their lust and their hatred of the general public. And the establishment themselves spends all their times only eating off organic farms, only drinking fluoridated water. They reportedly have all the cures to the binary weapon systems that they've released into our population. And it comes to that point of just realizing just how completely psychopathic and out of control these people are, that you then realize that your individual life means absolutely nothing. I have no fear of being killed myself. I have no fear of being destroyed by the media. I have no fear of disease individually, but I have great fear of being killed and not being able to complete my mission of warning humanity of what's happening to our society and allowing the these people to continue. But the good news is they can't kill a Dr. Stan Monteith or an Alex Jones or someone else, because the idea, as I said earlier, is bulletproof. No army can stop an idea whose time has come. We have seen the type of society delivered by the globalists. We have seen what NAFTA and GATT and globalism has done. We have seen the hundreds of millions of deaths in the third world. We know it's a fraud, and the planet, as Zbigniew Brzezinski warned his minions, is awakening to them. Just last November, they had the Copenhagen, Denmark summit. And the media reported, don't worry, they're going to pass this Copenhagen Global Treaty. They're going to have the world population accept the carbon taxes on what humans exhale and plants live off of, carbon dioxide, because the third world has been promised all of this money and all of these taxes to lift their people up if they go along with it. Then the Danish released the text to the third world countries. And it stated that the taxes were a hair short of double on the third world what they would be on the West. It has been estimated to be a death sentence of at least 1 billion people within a decade if that program of soft kill eugenics is implemented, and we must resist it.
That's right, Alex.
Remember, the globalists have created part goat, part spider creatures for more than 15 years to create body armor. They have created salmon that are part insect and other fish. They've created goats and cows and pigs that are part human for transplants. They've created thousands of different pharmacological crops that produce live HIV in the corn, protegene, a decade ago. They have engaged in unbelievable genetic mutilation, genetic vandalism against this planet. They have used depleted uranium by the tens of thousands of tons all over the world. That's a death sentence to the military that uses it and the populations they fire it on. They have engaged in unbelievable environmental degradation, and the only reason they've gotten away with it is because they sit up there and pose as the environmental leaders, telling you, don't worry about DU, don't worry about toxic waste, don't worry about cutting down trees, worry about carbon dioxide that's part of the carbon cycle of this planet. Can you see how sick that is? And so that's why I talk more and more about the true threats to humanity. Hydrogen weapons, atomic weapons, antimatter weapons, cyclotrons, superconducting supercolliders, open-air genetic engineering. This is the true threat.
What's the plan?
It came out a year ago. And we told you beforehand that the flu shot was deadly, that it was genetically engineered. And it came out that, the big 5 drug makers had released an H1N1 simulant into the population. And now we know that simulant carries genetic RNA of viruses to literally reprogram our DNA. It's not just the toxic waste, the mercury, the asbestos, the rest of it, that is savaging and destroying human DNA. But it is the very viruses that they are loading our bodies full of as a weapon to dumb us down and to make us more servile and to make us sick so we're more easily controlled. And to answer that question, I will be getting into their master plan, but you know what their master plan is. It is death, it is destruction, it is complete and total war.